Hi there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, phenomenal one, joining me from across the globe. I will just test my audio. I've had some issues streaming live. Many apologies. Let's see how everything is going. Issue streaming live. Perfect. Okay, that's perfect now. Awesome. And thank you all for joining me. Those who are joining from Facebook, those who are joining on Zoom, watching on YouTube, you're very, very welcome to an incredible book day, International World Book Day celebration, and the book launch, virtual book launch of my latest two books. And it's Mother's Day. So I'm going to take some time as well to welcome all the phenomenal, incredibly inspiring women all around the world. I extend my heartfelt wishes to you all, incredible moms, on this special day and always. Happy Mother's Day. It's such a true privilege and honor to be a mother. We are filled with unconditional love, nurture, care, you name it. We're just always there for our children, always ready to forgive, always ready to make that sacrifice, to reach out to them, to nurture them, to care for them, to guide them, to counsel them in the right path so they may grow up in the right way and not depart from the way of the Lord. I'm a Christian, and for me, it's fundamental to build them up or bring them up with those core values that we hold dear because it's so important, especially the foundational years of a child's life is very important. And what we do during those years go a long way to shape them and who they become. I'm looking at our Facebook. I'm also here on Zoom. I'll give a few moments for others to join us. I'll just share with my wonderful friends as well. We were waiting because we had some issues streaming live. So unfortunately, I've not been able to share this, but I'll do that straight away. Give me a few minutes and please do share as you join. We're going to be looking at my two latest book. I'm a best-selling author of four books. Here we go. This is my latest book. This was published on the 28th of February. Unlock Your Greatness in 7 Days, a transformational journey to unleash your authentic power. It's now available on our website, on Amazon, and diverse platforms, retail platforms, and also some some bookshops. So you might check to get this book. If you get them from me, you can also have a special message. I will be telling you where you can get them from. And this is the supreme law of gratitude, the ultimate antidote for grief. This was released in January. So let me inform some incredible friends, leaders that I am around. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm having problems. I'm gonna have to put this off and then put it on again. Awesome. You know what? I might just go on. Honestly, we're going to share this later on. I don't want to keep you waiting. And I've got some stuff to do as well. I'm just going to move behind so you can see me on the screen. Thank you all for joining me. And for those who don't know me, I'm the wonderful, inspirational Dr. Sylvia Forchap-Likambi. I'll be focusing on this camera on Zoom, okay? This is on Zoom and this is also going live on YouTube. I'm not going to be looking at the Facebook camera, so please do forgive me, pardon me, but I'm really, really here to share this wonderful message with you. And I value you. I actually appreciate your presence. And please do share as you join in to bless others who will benefit from this wonderful broadcast. I'm back here on the platform where I will be streaming most of the times. Give me a few minutes. It will be right for me to inform some wonderful leaders that I'm here because I had technical issues, like I said, and I was running late. Perfect. I can see that now. you. Give me a few minutes, please. And share, okay, for those who have to join me, but unfortunately, because of the technical issues, they may not be aware that I'm live. So bear with me. Happy Mother's Day once again. Super. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for joining me. It's a pleasure and privilege to have you join me live on Facebook, Zoom, and YouTube. I really appreciate you all. Like I said, I'll be focusing on the camera and on Zoom. So do bear with me if I don't look at you if you're joining from Facebook. And please do share this video once again. Here is Dr. Sylvia Forchap-Likambi, a leading empowerment and transformation authority, 9 times international best-selling author, above all, an incredible power mom and power wife. And today, as we celebrate Mother's Day, I'm so thrilled and privileged and honored to be able to share this moment with you after spending some incredible time with my wonderful family, my blessed and gifted, talented 3 children who gave me the gift of motherhood, the immeasurable gift of motherhood. First and foremost, I thank my Lord and my God for this wonderful gift. And it's such an honor and privilege to be a mom and a wife, and also to be here to serve you, to be a leading empowerment and transformation authority. But honestly, first and foremost, my leadership starts from within me, my family, and then externally. I'm so privileged. And I could really say, when I talk of being successful in life, it starts with me, my family. And I can say proudly, proudly, with all humility at the same time, to the glory of God. But of course, I do commit. I truly commit. I put the time there. I'm devoted, I'm dedicated. I make the sacrifices necessary to ensure that my children, grow up in the way of the Lord. And when they grow, they don't depart from it. To actually inspire my children to live their best life, to be the best version of themselves, the best versions of themselves, and above all, to fulfill their God-given purpose. So it doesn't happen by chance. And I hope I inspire you to do the same. I know a lot of mothers, a lot of women asking me, to do some talks, to do some seminars, to share how I do this, how I can succeed so well in my career, in my business, outwardly, but also, and most especially, in my home as a mom and as a power wife, a power mom. I salute you all, incredible mothers out there. You're so wonderful. And I'm so honored to have had a mom I had. She's of blessed memory, and I am very, very confident she lives on in me. Her powerful prayerful traits, faith, unwavering confidence, that lioness in her. I think I got those, and I'm grateful to have had such an incredible mom. And I am passing on these incredible values to my children and the many children out there that I know I'm a mother to, even though not a biological mom. They need my love, they need my care, they need my nurturing and support, and I'm here 100% for them because my children are privileged to have me. But I also understand there are so many incredible children out there who are not as privileged as my children and your children to have the parents that, our children have, to have the moms that our children have, who are there for them, who are there to guide them, inspire them, and be the ideal role model for them. So, woman, are you the best role model to your children? Is your leadership starting from home, or are you so focused on leading externally? Gone are those times, gone are those moments where we think that we cannot build a successful career. We cannot stand out and lead authentically and powerfully, having influence and impact externally at the same time being wonderfully, inspirational and a great leader at our homes. Gone are those times. Yes, we can have it all. We can be incredibly powerful, influential, leaders, entrepreneurs, CEOs, you name it, out there. And at the same time, be incredibly powerful, inspirational, power moms and wives in our homes. And above all, you can be the best version of yourselves. You can thrive and be truly fulfilled because you know that you are being your authentic self. You are the best version of yourself. You are being all that you were born and created to become. And I am a living proof of that. So if you are that mother who is focusing a lot of time out there, you know what? Everyone who has passed away, no one, no single human, no matter how successful they were in their careers, in their businesses, had ever said in the dying moment, in the last moment, they wish they had spent more time at their job or their workplaces, or they were so happy because they spent more time there and they actually did not spend the same amount of time, or they spent very little time at home. Their regret, most of their greatest regrets, was not having to spend lots of time, a lot of time, or being there for their children who needed them. You know what? Money could never, never replace your children. Money could never replace them. It's your presence, it's your time, your values that you get to instill in them that will make you a true and successful mother, leader, and enable you to leave that lasting legacy after you've gone. Money is never the legacy we leave behind. Anyone could leave money behind, but your unique traits, values, your unique personality is what your children need, is what your family needs, is what the world needs. Are you going to give that to them? Wonderful. So thank you for joining me. I'll stop there now. That's Mother's Day wishes to you, and a call and reminder to my fellow incredible mothers out there that I see you sacrifice a lot. You sacrifice your home for success. Success is not what people see. Success is not building external, riches. Success is far beyond that. It's abundance, it's wealth in every area of your life, your relationships, your health and well-being, your family, friendships, your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health and well-being. And if you are thriving in these areas, then you are truly wealthy. If not, you're only thriving in the area of financial wealth, financial riches, then unfortunately, you are not wealthy. We have to think about that. It's up to you. Wonderful. So why am I here today? I'm an author of 9 books. We're going to talk about my books, the founder and CEO of an incredible award-winning behavior change organization called Voice of Nations, set up in Liverpool, but we work globally. Our vision is to educate, empower, inspire, and transform the lives and status of young girls, women, and their families so they become aware of their rights and full potential and excel into positions of leadership and financial independence so they may live a life of purpose and fulfillment. I'm also the founder of diverse organizations, Global Visionary Women Network, and yes, a global magazine. Yeah, that's one of myself. My team wanted me to feature and to share with them, of course, how I managed to do all the things I do, but above all, being that incredible power wife and power mom, leading my children who are all leaders in their own right, the best-selling authors, youngest authors, one of the best-selling youngest authors in the world. We are a leading family of prolific writers and authors. All my children have between them about, is it maybe 24 books? And these are 3 children. My first daughter has 4. My second son, he has 9 books. He has 5 more to be published recent and soon. And my last daughter, she's 9. She has 9 books. She published 9 books at the age of 8. And she has 3 more books to be published, soon. I've published 9 books. I published my last 2 books in January and February, and I've got many more to be published this year as part of my mission to empower, impact, and transform 10 million lives globally. And you're going to help me. I'm going to do that through my diverse programs, through my books, through my workshops, through my speaking engagement, my various organizations. But I need you to partner with me to make this possible. And for every book you purchase today, I'm going to give out a book. Likambi Global Publishing, our publishing company, which is a family publishing company, will be donating a book for every book purchase up to 1,000 books to DR Congo and Cameroon. We'll be working with some orphans in these 2 nations, and we want you to partner with us to be able to make this possible for these incredible orphans who are not as privileged as our children to be able to get some books to improve their literacy. We know how important education is. It says, give me fish, feed me for a day. We don't just want to help people by giving them, meeting their needs, giving them money, giving them food. We only feed them for a day, and they become dependent on us. When we are no longer there, they cannot thrive, they cannot succeed. But when you empower someone, you give them food for their life, for a lifetime. Empower them, give them the tools, resources they need to create wealth, to become the best version of themselves, to fulfill their maximum potential. They no longer need you and me, and we empower them for an entire life, and they live on that legacy. So I call on you to partner with me. Let's make this possible for so many incredible children out there who don't have this opportunity and privilege. So please do purchase these books. I've not put the link out there, but if you go on the page, Likambi Global Publishing, or on our website, www.likambi, like my surname, likambi.com, www.likambiglobalpublishing.com. You can purchase any of our books from there, and we will be donating a book for every book purchase. Please support us to reach out and impact more lives. Our children are on a mission to inspire and empower billions of children globally to develop a love for reading and writing and to unlock their authentic identity, their creative genius, so that they too can become prosperous writers and authors. And they are also on this mission to support them through their books, through workshops. So please, as you purchase their books as well, you'll be empowering other children. They will be able to offer creative writing sessions for free, offer materials. They have a lot of materials, confidence building materials, workbooks on writing, publishing books. They also have confidence building books, affirmation cards, and so many other resources that will truly empower young people to become the best versions of themselves, to follow their dreams. We know the importance of peer mentoring. When young children see young children like my children publishing books and doing all the incredible work they do, they are highly inspired and empowered. It's different from them seeing me. Some of them will be thinking, when I grow big, when I become a doctor, I will publish books like Dr. Sylvia. But when they see Latoya, Caleb, and Destiny, my children, they are like, wow, if they could do it, then I can do it too. In fact, the youngest author in the UK now, who published his first book at 4 years old, was inspired by my wonderful my daughter, Destiny, who spoke to him, told him he could write the book at any age. He has to use his wide imagination. She inspired him. He also bought my daughter's book. I spoke with the mom, gave them that support, and he's now doing incredible way and actually inspiring other children. We create that ripple effect. When we inspire one child, it doesn't end there. They go on and inspire other children, and there is that ripple effect. We create a generation of incredible young writers who have the imagination, of course, of children, and they will know just exactly what children read and love, and they will write for their own peers and inspire their peers to get off, the screen and do things that do not profit them in any way, but focus their talents, their gifts, and energy on building the world that's within them, on maximizing their gifts and talents so they too may create and inspire the younger generation. Thank you all again for joining me. So today I'm launching. I'm not going to talk much about the book. I've been doing a lot of talking. My voice is almost running out. If you see my latest two books, but these are my other books as well, Success Blueprint, my very first book, A Father's Tender and Compassionate Love, A Love So Tender and Unconditional. It talks of my earthly father's love and my heavenly father's love. This is when I was making the decision, when I had a calling, a higher calling for my heavenly father, God, to leave my medical career and step into the wonderful, empowering work I'm doing today, which is life-changing, transformational, and I couldn't have ever done this. In fact, my medical career was a preparation for what I'm doing today, the greater and higher calling to inspire and transform lives, to give hope to those who are hopeless, to heal the brokenhearted with love, and to inspire every single human I encounter to become aware of who they truly are, their authentic identity, their life purpose, and step out and live a glorious, fulfilling, and purposeful life. So that is my purpose. I wrote that book, then I've gone on to write several other books. Success Blueprint, it's your step-by-step guide, your blueprint to enable you to achieve success and abundance in every area of your life. It's powerful. And Principles of Resolution, we know about the New Year resolutions. It guides you on setting clear goals and achieving them. We also have I don't have all the books here, unfortunately. 7 powerful strategies for overcoming life challenges, tested and proven life-changing keys. I've used them myself. They've been incredibly life-changing. And I've worked with several women. I've also got workbooks for them, PowerPoints. They have come out of antidepressants using this book. It's powerful. There are 8 core strategies there. The bonus strategies, which is the power of affirmations. I call on you to get this book. I give this book very often for free every time during the mental health week, anti-suicide month, and things like that day. So you get your hands on this book. It's life-changing. It's powerful. It will transform your life, make you to become more resilient and unshakable in those times of storms and turbulence. My other book, Unleash Your Authentic Identity and Life Purpose, is not here. I cannot remember all the other ones. And this in partnership with 9 powerful, incredibly successful and inspirational women. You can see them there. We wrote this book in partnership. Let me bring it on the screen. It's a powerful book, powerful book. Visionary woman moved by purpose and not by sight. We don't move by sight. These women share their stories of resilience, of obstacles, trials, and the ability to rise again, resilience, unshakable confidence, how they got to where they are now, and to inspire you to look beyond the physical barriers, to look beyond your sight and challenges and step into your calling, into your purpose, be vision driven and not be driven by sight. It's a powerful book as well. I don't have the others. Then this one is a planner. It's a powerful planner. The Personal and Professional Transformational Success Planner. Too often we have just our success, professional, and business planner, but this inspires and encourages you to also set personal goals. Success starts with me. Success starts with you. If we succeed as a person, as an individual, then we succeed in life. If I succeed as an individual, I must succeed in my home, as a mom, as a wife, as a friend, as a sister, as a brother. And of course, I must succeed out there because I'll become the best. It's a reflection of who I truly am that the world sees. And who I truly am within me is reflected to the world. Not what the world sees is reflected inwardly. No, it's from inward, inside out. So this is so powerful for you. And today, let's talk about this too. The Supreme Law of Gratitude. This book is devoted to my wonderful parents who are off late. My wonderful daddy, if you know me, I am a daddy's girl. I spent a lot of time growing up with my phenomenal daddy, William Forchap. We called him daddy. Our cousins, everyone called him Daddy Forchap. He was everyone's daddy. He was a true, wonderful, amazing, replica of God's love. He was the replica of the ultimate Heavenly Father here on earth. He was an amazing, wonderful Father who taught me how to be strong, confident, love myself above all. It made me understand I was so unique and special. And I could achieve anything and everything I ever dreamed of. My mom as well was an incredible mom as we spent International Mother's Day today. I told you that before. A prayer warrior. She believed so much in me as well. She loved me so unconditionally. In fact, they said I was spoiled. They loved me and showed me a lot of mercy. I would say that. And this book is dedicated to both of them, that supreme law of gratitude. I'm so grateful to have had them as my parents. They've really shaped who I am today. The values they've instilled in me, the love, the unconditional love, have shaped me into becoming the powerful, inspirational, resilient, and loving, compassionate woman and leader that I am today, who loves unconditionally, who is always there to care. Because to whom much is given, much is expected. And I'm very, very sure I am so blessed. I know I've been given so much more than I deserve or I ever needed. I've been given so much love, so much care, so much nurture, just so much. My parents, my siblings, they loved me unconditionally. They've been there for me always. And I know even mom and dad are gone. They are still there. They are watching over me. They are my angels. And they are super proud of what they're wonderful. Sylvia, my mom used to call me Attorney General. My dad used to call me his pocket lawyer. They are super proud of what their pocket lawyer and Attorney General. That could tell you what kind of a child I was. I was destined to be advocating. I was destined to be an advocate, a lawyer for incredible women, children who are vulnerable, oppressed, and abused. So I could speak out and speak up and stand up for them, which is what I'm doing in a very fearless, powerful, and inspirational way. So this book is devoted to them, and it's simply talking about the power of gratitude. We've heard it again and again and again. It's not a cliche. It's not just some theory. It's it's a supreme law. It's a law that governs how humans have to live in order to excel, in order to thrive, in order to experience optimal health and well-being, mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health and well-being. When we are grateful, we become cheerful, we become happy, we release endorphins, we release adrenaline, we release dopamine, we release serotonin. All of these are known scientifically to actually help us to feel great, to reduce the level of depression, the threshold for depression. People who are so grateful in life have a very high threshold for depression. It means that the world needs to collapse and pass away. The entire world needs to definitely fall on them for them to depress, if I may put it in that way, literally. So it has a powerful impact on our mental health, on our neurons. They release these neurotransmitters, like I said, that are so powerful in inspiring us, even in reducing pain. The power of gratitude has been shown in research. Yes, it reduces pain because it has an effect, like I said, on our nervous system, on our brain. So it is not just a thing that we say because either we are inspirational speakers or we just say it as a cliche. Absolutely no. It is proven scientifically. In fact, there was a research that was shown. People were put into group. I talk about that research in this book. One of the group, they were all going through some treatment. They had pain, they had depression, and some symptoms as well. And one of the group had to write every single day their blessings. The Count Your Blessings studies is called. They had to count their blessings every single day and write their blessings and be grateful for it. The others had to focus on their pains, their worries, the things they did not like about themselves. You know how some of us go about every single day. Not some of us. I don't do that. I don't never do that. Some people go about every single day counting their failures, putting a list of everything they don't have, everything they lack to become all that they desire to have. Put a list of those they have to blame for their life, for their mess, for whatever it is. Unfortunately, those who had to write their problems rather than their blessings were more depressed. By the end of the studies, they are not overcome their depression. And, the prognosis, it means the outcome was not any better than when they started. Whereas the group of people, of patients who were meant to write down, count their blessings every single day, some of them had come out of medication. Their level of prognosis was highly, highly, greater, they had a better outcome than the patients who were counting their failures, their stresses in life, their woes in life. So it's actually powerful when we count our blessings. In fact, my Mother's Day message today, I was sharing to the women to count your blessings. In fact, I put some photos with my wonderful family and children, and I was just thanking God for my blessings. I cannot count them enough. If I'm given 24 hours, I will never be able to count all the blessings I've been blessed with in this life. And I'm so grateful for the blessings of life, for the blessings of purpose. I ask you to count the blessings that money cannot buy, because too often it's easier for us to say, oh, you can understand, Dr. Sylvia, I have this, I have this, I have that. I want to tell you this, you are alive. You've not paid the price to be alive. We don't deserve, it's not an entitlement for us to be alive. No, if it were so, no one would die. The people who've gone to bed and died, or they've gone to job and died, they've gone to run, to work and died, they don't deserve any less to live than we deserve, like we deserve more than them. No, it just shows that it's a blessing, it's a gift we do not deserve or merit, but it's given to us by the giver who loves us so much. I want to share this incredible, priceless gift called life with us. So if you're not grateful for your life, unfortunately, you are looking at the things you don't have. You will fall down the path of depression. And unfortunately, things will only get worse, because a cheerful heart works healing. In fact, serotonin is called the feel-good hormone. Oxytocin as well is called the love hormone. Gratitude has been shown to release oxytocin. In fact, when mothers are giving birth, there's a high level of oxytocin that is released. Even during lactation, you're showing your child that love, embrace, you're welcoming a new child into the world. And I can tell why mothers have such unconditional love, because even nature makes it, possible for us to have enormous amount of oxytocin release when we welcome our children. So we just have a love that is beyond human comprehension. So, beloved, you need to express gratitude. I tell you in this book, is actually the unprescribed antidote for grief. Let me just say this. The law of intention. Let me just read a part of this book. Okay. Let me just read a part. Perfect. Triumphing over grief through gratitude. A grateful heart is a cheerful one, and a broken and complaining spirit saps your energy. So that's from the word of God. That's from Proverbs. A grateful heart is a cheerful one, like I was saying before. If you have a grateful heart, you're cheerful. That means you have a lot of serotonin. You have more dopamine, endorphins in your body, which is released from your brain. In the previous chapters, we look at why it's so important for us to be grateful, why it's so important for us to embrace every single day as a gift, like I said before, as a present. We look at why it's very important to acknowledge and recognize the blessings that we have in our lives, and not live a life of entitlement and or greed. When we think we are entitled to life, we're entitled to live, we're entitled to that, this, that, and you're looking for the next ride, you fail to appreciate what you've been given. Unfortunately, you are always in that space of lack, of needing, of wanting, of never being satisfied, because you're always looking for the next thing you're entitled to that you have not received. So it's important that we are not entitled to the things we have, thinking we deserve or are entitled to this, that, and that. And when we don't have them, we grieve, we feel pain, deep sorrow, heartache, and resentment. Like I mentioned in the previous chapters, when we keep looking at that which we don't have, that which we have lost, the energy goes to that direction. But it is unproductive energy, because we have lost what we are actually focusing on and cannot retrieve it. Where your energy goes, your focus goes, your energy flows. So if my energy is going to something that I've already lost, maybe a loved one, I talked to you about, dedicating this book to my parents. If I constantly put my energy there, not in the life that continues to live in me, my mom and dad's life, not in their legacy, but in their physical body that's lost and will never come back to this planet, my energy goes to a draining hole, a hole that's lost. It will never, never be productive. And I'll be sad, which is why it says a broken heart, a broken spirit, in fact, a grieving one continuously. Don't get me wrong. There is a season for everything. There's a season for grieving. No season lasts forever. If you're grieving for so long, when the season is past, it becomes unhealthy and pathological. And of course, we start suffering heartaches, heartbrokenness, hypertension, depression, you name it. How many people have become depressed, lost the gift of life? Why they are still living? Because they lost a loved one or they lost something so dear to them. Grief can be anything, even losing a home, losing your heart, losing a boyfriend. People could grieve anything that you have lost. And unfortunately, it could not be retrieved. There is no point spending our entire life on that. Once that season is past, it's for you to focus on the blessings that enrich your life every single day, and you attract more blessings because nature has a way, an incredible way of amplifying the things we focus on. When we focus on the gifts and blessings, it brings more into our life, and we see more and receive more of those gifts and blessings, and we have an overflow, and we can give more in overflow as well because we never run out. So, but it is unproductive energy, like I said, because we have lost what we are looking for and cannot be retrieved. On the other hand, when we shift our focus, attention, and energy towards the opportunities and cherished moments that our loved ones once brought into our lives while they were alive and with us, and all that continues to live within us, even after they have departed from this physical world, we discover a renewed sense of life and meaning despite their passing and their loss. So I encourage you, upright and accept, to get a supreme law of gratitude. It will transform your life. If you are grieving, you've lost anything, you are actually so ungrateful. It can be your heart, it could be anything. I want you to lay your hands on this book. It will transform your life forever. I share my own life journey. I share my own story. With grief, when I lost my mom, especially my mom, that was the turning point where gratitude transformed my life. I realized I was being ungrateful because after giving birth to my wonderful last daughter, a week after my mom was buried, I laid in that hospital bed, and I was grieving. I was almost thinking, I wish mom was still here. But I had a brand new baby, an incredible, healthy, bouncing baby girl. My heart was sound and supreme. Here was I focusing on that which I don't have. And it dawned on me how ungrateful to be, Sylvia. How could you be focusing on that which you have lost when you are here with a new baby? And the life your mother, gave to you has given you this opportunity to become a mom. And yes, she's still a grandmom, though she's no longer alive. This is a legacy that lives on. I thought about it. What have you done to deserve this baby? Can you create a baby? The Lord has given you a new life that is not like you even asked for. Yes, I wanted a child, but and I had a child. And some people have had children, giving birth, and they've passed. The children have had problems, complications. And here was I with a bouncing, healthy baby girl, and I was grieving. In that moment, there was a completely mindset shift, a transformation. There was a new awakening. And I just said, Lord, forgive me. I started singing and praising. How could I be so selfish? How could I be so ungrateful? I started counting my blessings, my wonderful daughter, myself, my other children, my two children, my mom. Though she's gone, she's an incredible grandmom to three remarkable children. For my husband, my family, my siblings, my heart. I just started thanking God and counting my blessings, and my life was never the same again. And it's the same thing that so many other women have shared. In this book, I talk a lot about healthy and unhealthy grief. Why I cannot tell you grief this way? It's not prescriptive. That prescriptive, you choose what you want. There is a lot of wisdom. There is a supreme law, like I said. It's like there's a law of gratitude. The law of gratitude says anything on earth that's thrown up will come down. I cannot tell you don't jump from the top of the roof. I have no power to tell you that. I don't have control over your life. But I can sure tell you that if you don't abide by the laws of gravity and nature, it will prove itself to you. If you jump from the top, you will fall. If you jump from so high, you break your bones, you break yourself, and you will die. So unfortunately, or you will be highly injured. I cannot tell you, but I can point to you so you make an informed decision because my people perish for knowledge, it says in Hosea 4:6. I want you to have in-depth knowledge so you make informed choices and decisions that will empower you to live your best life, a glorious, cheerful, and fulfilling life, just as I am doing, irrespective of your losses and grief. So get a copy of this book, and for every copy you purchase, remember, you'll be actually blessing, up to 1,000 women or children in, no, I think the children's book, there will be women in Africa, DR Congo and Cameroon, and also all products will through Voice of Nations empowerment and transformation programs run by myself and my wonderful team. So you'll be empowering women who are disadvantaged to gain confidence, build themselves, their self-esteem, gain skills, employability skills, start their own businesses, transform their passions into wealth creation. I will be coaching them. So please do get a copy of this book. On Amazon, excuse me, or www.Likambi Global Publishing. And now, this is another one. I love this. I love all the books. All my books are powerful. All my books are transformational. This is Unlock Your Greatness in 7 days. Unlock Your Greatness, exactly 7 days. This book has to be read in 7 days. You don't have to read it on one day. If you just want to skim through it, but that's not how it has to be read for you to get the benefits of this book. I wrote this book in 7 days. The first chapter, which is formed in the way of day, is called day 1, day 2, day 3, and so on and so forth. Let me read the chapters to you. We have the how to read this book. The first part, I guide you how to read the book. Like I said, it has to be read over 7 days. The first day, because it's meant for you to go, from the roots, if I can say from the seed, identifying the seed of greatness in you, knowing what seed you are, and then giving you opportunity to see your terrain, to see your field, to see your garden where you have to sow this seed and ensure your garden is better. I give you the opportunity to see that garden, envisage that garden, what type of fruits you want to harvest. And from you knowing the type of fruits you want to harvest, you go look for that type of seeds now, because the harvest is determined by the seed and not otherwise. Just 1 minute. Destiny. Sorry. Many apologies for that. Great. Like I said, the harvest is determined by the seed and not otherwise. So I enable you to find the seed. Once you know why you want to sow that seed, the motive behind you wanting a certain fruit and not another, which should be linked to your life purpose, because the desires placed within us, the passions, are linked to what God has called us to do. So it's effortless. We love it. We enjoy it, because that's why we live. That's what we are placed here to do. The eyes enjoy seeing. They never complain. Each time they open up, they just want to see and see even more, because it's their purpose. They are given the strengths, the passions to see and thrive in bringing sight and light to this body. So then I give you the preface why I write this book. I know a lot of people are perishing. A lot of people don't know who they are. They don't understand there is greatness within them. They live below average, a mediocre life. I'm privileged to work with so many women who are heartbroken, men as well, and families. And it's broken my heart a lot to see incredible talent wasted. In fact, my mentor, Dr. Miles Moore, would always say the cemeteries are the wealthiest places in the world. Great books that were supposed to be written, great industries, companies that were supposed to be open, great minds, innovators that had to invent some powerful machineries, tools that had to serve our well, incredible doctors that had to do some cutting-edge, innovative operations that will serve humanity are buried in that cemetery with their gifts, with their talents, with their innovations trapped within them. We don't want to go add wealth in that cemetery, because that's what we do when we don't unlock our greatness, when we don't live up to our greatness when we are on this planet. We go add wealth to the cemetery. I want you to die empty. So we look at this, identifying your seed of greatness. Like I said, the first one, what type of seed are you? Are you an orange seed? Because everything you ever become is trapped within you. Once you know your seed, if the seed is an orange seed, we know for sure only oranges can be produced by those seeds, but it won't happen overnight. It won't happen if I keep those seeds on my table for life. It won't happen if I hold those seeds and adore them. I do all sorts of affirmations. I do all sorts of visualizations. It will not happen. There is a process. There's a place called sowing, nurturing, growth, and then manifestation of those fruits. There is a process. We need to ensure that we take the steps to ensure that that seed is planted, nurtured, nourished to become the fruit in the season of harvest. So then the other one is visualizing your greatness, breaking free from limitations. Once you've understood the kind of seed you are, I take you in that place where now you see the fruits, because sometimes we see as we truly are, we are broken. We're thinking that, oh my goodness, right now I'm broke, I have no money, I have no salary. Then we don't do our best. We just stay conformed, to the patterns of the world or the level society has put upon us. I'm just a single mom. I'm just a refugee. I'm just an immigrant. I'm just an asylum seeker. Just this, that, and that, and that. Just a Black woman, male, this, that, and that, you name it. We go on and on. I want us to break free from those barriers And it takes visualization, it takes assurance, it takes vision when you know the end from the beginning. If you knew a seed came out from an orange, you are sure that that seed, once nurtured, will only produce oranges. Even the greatest educated people in the world, if they come and tell you that seed will produce mango, when you know for sure that you took an orange, fruit and opened it and took that seed, no, you will be unshakable. Your faith, your confidence will be unshakable. And that's just what I take you through in this process of visualization for you to have that unwavering confidence in your greatness, in who you are destined to become, despite your current state and condition. And then from there now, which is day 4, unveiling your unique vision. You've had a process of visualization. You might have seen so many great stuff, but I take you to eliminate some of them to find the true vision, your true calling, your true purpose. Vision is an internalized mental image of a desirable future, an ideal life. And you have an ideal, you have a desirable future because that's what you were designed to live. You were called to live that future. You were called to produce that fruit. If we could hear an orange seed speak, all the desire to become once they are sown and nurtured are oranges, never mangoes. So that heart desire is placed to them so they know that this is what you are destined to become. And you never see an orange seed grows and stops halfway. It's too hot or the ground is so dark. I've been buried under the ground. We never know. We never hear that humans are the only creations on this planet, on this earth, in the world that choose, deliberately, consciously to be less than they can become, or to do less than they can do, and to have less than they can have. Because we go up to a certain stage and we said, I'm tired, I'm fed up. How could you, when you're still a seed and you know that if you are consistent in sowing and nurturing that seed, you must definitely produce your fruit? But somehow humans stop halfway. You never sow a seed, the seed starts growing and it's taken me so long. I've seen the oranges you sowed how many months ago, they are now producing oranges. And I'm here, maybe a mango tree, a mango seed. It's been so long, I'm tired, I'm not growing anymore. We could never see that. How come we stop, we quit, we give up because of the challenges we face? We are not supposed to do that. So vision is also an internalized mental picture of your life purpose. Once you've seen, it's like an internalized mental picture. The seed is an internalized mental picture of that fruit, of that orange fruit from where you took up. It's exactly the same thing. So you already have the mental image in your mind of what that seed will become at the end, that beautiful, succulent, orange fruit that's so juicy, that will have so many other seeds. So the process is sustainable. And the next chapter, after you've unveiled your unique vision, unlocking the transformational power of the mind. Your mind is the garden. A seed, we know that, can only grow when it's sown and nurtured in the right environment, in the right garden, on a fertile soil. If I sow a seed on this table, it will never grow. If I sow a seed on my tile, it will never grow. It has to be a fertile ground. And I need to nurture and nourish it with water, with fertilizers. I cannot sow a seed and start watering it with petrol. It will die. That petrol will kill the dreams, the greatness of that fruit trapped within that seed. It's the same for us. So I take you to unlock the transformational power of your, where the transformation takes place, like the transformation from seed to tree and fruit takes place within the ground, not externally. Everything is within that ground. Once that seed now gets out there, it produces roots. The roots expand. They are all within the ground. They go deep from the top root and other little roots that branch out to nourish, and bring nutrients to those seed, and then it shoots out. Then it becomes a stem and a tree, branches, flowers, and eventually fruits. And everything continues to be nourished from within when we are in our source, within us. So in that mind, that's where your greatness will be choked or die a natural death because of the things you tell yourself, the limiting beliefs you hold, the naysayers, the negativity you have in your brain that choke them. No farmer plants their seed and leave pests, snakes, and all that to come. In fact, sometimes they get pesticides to kill the pests. Your journey through your mind and choose what allow the people you allow into your garden, the garden of your mind. choke and kill the naysayers, not the pessimists. You need to be able to understand the power of the mind and understand that as we think, so we become. And a mind that is governed within you is like the seed. We don't see a spirit, but we are spiritual being. It determines all the power we can exhibit physically and manifest on this physical earth. So that spiritual entity has to govern you. Is that seed of greatness? We have to allow the mind, let that seed of greatness of who we be made within, so it may come out and we may manifest in the physical world through our actions. So that one is actually for you to understand the power of your mind, so you may harness it as your greatest ally, because it could be your worst enemy at the same time. A mind that is a rocket is like a strong hold, it's like a solid and barren mind. Nothing that's sown there. If they tell you about your greatness, who you are destined to become, you just choke it and kill it. You don't believe in it. That negative, limiting self-belief. But if it's fertile, flourishing and receive whatever he receives, he produces much more of it. And now we go to the next day, which is day 5, affirming your greatness, awakening the power within. I talk about the power of words, the power of affirmation, and that's how you cultivate. It's like the fertilizer that the farmer puts in his seed. So it makes them grow faster than they would normally grow under normal circumstances. So while you may still sow your greatness, your seed in that fertile soil of yours, fertilizers make them to sprout faster than ever before. These are coaches, these are mentors, these are people who inspire you to be great. These are your cheerleaders. So it's good for you to reach out and search for those coaches, those people who have insight, knowledge of your greatness. They can see the potential in you, even when you are yet only small. Even in your darkest hour, they can see the light that is veiled within you, and they can take off that veil to reveal your true light and authenticity. So this is about you reaching out to those people, you using those powerful words, call out those things that are not as if they were. Now that you're aware of the seed of greatness, the type of foods that you will become if nurtured and nourished, you begin to call them out. And as you do that, you amplify, your mind amplifies, your mind sees more of that, your mind attracts more of that, your mind goes to work and produces more of that. So it's very powerful. And then the 6 is anchored in purpose, standing firm in your conviction. That's powerful. Once you visualize, you know this, you've affirmed your greatness, you have to remain unshakable. It might not be made manifest immediately. Like when we sow that seed, it doesn't come out overnight. It depends on the type of seeds. It's different. Like we are all unique. Your greatness, if you're a seed that's a mango seed, an orange seed, they have different times of growth and maturation. An orange seed does not take the same number of years to grow as a mango seed does. Some seed may take years ahead of the Chinese bamboo. I don't know how true it is, but it's also a powerful analogy. As you sow that seed, it does nothing for years. And then suddenly overnight, it just shoots into this massive tree. So you need to know who you are, your seed, and you're not comparing with anyone. You're not competing with anyone. It's your unique race. And this actually is for you to be grounded once you've seen that in your purpose. This is what I'm destined to become. This is my fruit. This is my end point. I have seen it. I know it. I know where I come from. I know my source. By their fruits, they will be known. A lion cannot give birth to a sheep. A lion cannot give birth to a cat. If you know your source, you are from a lion, you are automatically a lioness or another lion. You act and behave like them. You are known because you have the same traits and qualities like them, and you become convicted in this purpose, who you are destined to become, who you are. And your conviction, the beliefs you have are refortified. And beliefs also, I give it in a metaphor, like they are the seeds. Beliefs are the seeds. Every belief spoken upon your life is dead until you start thinking about it and giving it roots. Until a seed is dead until it has roots, then it becomes alive. It is nurtured and nourished through those roots. Those roots are your thoughts. The deeper your thoughts, you think about your beliefs, you create strongholds. That's why if they are negative beliefs, you create the strongholds that will actually destroy your life, destroy your greatness, and choke your greatness. So choke your greatness. So I really want you to become aware of this. It's just powerful how it takes you through anchoring your purpose, understanding the power of conviction. It takes you through the spirit, emotions, the mind, and your physical reality. And then on this 7, which is powerful, is unlocking the gateway to your greatness. That's when you literally open the door. Your greatness has been trapped within, the greatness within, the power within. Now it's time to open the door. The well has been waiting for you. It's like I'm here in my home. I also give you a beautiful analogy of your home being like your spirit because no one sees you here, but you are here, you are warm. Maybe your home is warm, even if it's raining out there, you are preserved in your spirit. We have the fruits of the spirit, joy, peace, love. No matter the chaos, the storm out there, we have peace within us, we have joy within us because we are actually operating within the spiritual realm. And the physical and the spiritual do not meet. The transaction takes place in the mind, the battlefield of the mind, where the transformation takes place. It's just like your home, external part of your home and the internal part of your home. The gateway that leads you out, if you're the owner of the home, is your doorway. When you open the door, you walk out, and people can now see you and benefit from the gifts you hold. Whatever you want to say to them, share with them your own gifts, your words, everything you need to share with them. So it's literally the final stage. And I give you a beautiful, beautiful metaphor and analogies to now open that door. The key is in your hands. You have the key to unlock that door of your greatness, to open up your mind so you might start revealing your greatness through your words, through your actions, and living it to the fullest. You can start shining the light, not only eternally, the light that shines within your spirit, or the fruits that are trapped within your seed that only you as a seed knows. But the goal now is to reveal that to the world through your fruits. And it's time to come out, to shoot out of that ground. It's time to stand forward, to announce your great arrival, to announce your presence, never to quit, never to give back again, and let the world welcome you, whether they like it or not. You're going to shine anyway, anyhow. You're going to live fully anyway, anyhow. Your greatness is going to be made manifest anyway, anyhow, because that's who you are. That's the only person you can become. That's the only life you can live. I call on you to get this powerful book. Again, you can see the synopsis behind. It's an incredible book. Let me see if I'm also going to read this. Okay, this is just the beginning. I get you to make an affirmation before you start reading the book that you know and believe there is greatness within you, because the beginning of every transformational journey starts with awareness. I want you to take you through so you can become aware that there's greatness in you, whether you've seen it or not, whether you can feel it or not. Feeling is not reality, feeling is not truth. So I give you a series of affirmations to do. And let's say this: I know and I am ready to take full advantage of my seed. I will utilize this seed to its full potential. I will exercise the authority and power granted to me and sow this seed today, now, and begin letting the greatness within it grow. I am ready to see the seed of greatness within me. I'm ready to allow my seed to take roots, to sprout, grow, and produce fruits of greatness. Yes, I am. That's you're affirming, and you're ready to go on this journey. And then I give you specific stuff. I ask you to take your time, reflect deeply, and all of that. You might have desired something that no one in your neighborhood or family has ever desired. That's now going to see the seed of greatness to you in you, while you desire a certain life and not another. And that's okay. It's more than okay. It's extraordinary to desire something that no one has ever desired. Maybe no one in your background, in your family has ever gone to school, has ever been a doctor. If you desire to become a doctor, that's more than extraordinary. That's authentic. That's valid. Yes, hold that. And you can become whatever you're conceiving in your mind and believe in your heart you can become. But all you need to do now is go out there and take those steps and actions that are needed to sow that seed, to sow that desire, so that it can sprout and become an authentic reality and become a tangible reality. So it's just incredible. That desire was placed uniquely within you. Remember, while you might look like everyone else, you may come from the same family. For example, the citrus fruit family, I talked before of tangerine, grapes, and orange seeds. We could just actually, if we saw the seeds, we may not know which is the difference. What's an orange seed, what's a lemon, and what's a tangerine seed. We could just group them as citrus seed. So I talk about this, how society might just label us. They just describe all of us as Black or women or mothers, single, whatever. And that's how they put us in boxes. But you have to remember that you are unique. You're not just another Black woman. You're not just another Cameroonian lady. You're not just another green or whatever color. You're not. You're more than that. You are uniquely, authentically different. and destined for greatness. Remember, while you might look like everyone else, you may come from the same family, the citrus fruit family, so to speak. You might be a lemon, not an orange. So you may be different from an orange. You might be a grapefruit and not a tangerine. So you must not look at others. Do not choose based on what looks familiar or what others around you have done. Instead, follow your natural inclinations and your heart's deepest desires. Choose to become what you yearn for and aspire to be. The desire was placed within you for a reason. It's not by chance, by your Lord and your God and your Creator for a unique purpose, so you may fulfill your God-given purpose in the most natural and authentic manner. It's been a pleasure having this moment with you. And if you have some questions, please put your questions there. I've taken more time than I should have taken, and I will be happy to answer your questions. Maybe I'll take them when I go through the broadcast later because of time. I've got to spend some time with my wonderful family now. I love you all and God bless you. You've been listening to the wonderful Dr. Sylvia Forchap-Likambi. Get your copies of my present two books. My next book is coming up. Stay tuned and it will be released soon. In May, I'm giving some time. I wanted to do it this April, but that's another powerful book, Unlock the Transformational Power of Your Mind. Then later, The Power of Perception. It might come just a month after that. Like I said, my mission this year is to reach out and inspire and transform 10 million lives globally. And I'm going to do that through my incredible cutting edge workshops, programs, masterclasses, speaking engagements that I do, but as well as through my books, because I might not be able to go to every country in the world. I might not be able to go to talk to everyone, but some of them who've never met me, who've not been privileged to meet me or have not been privileged to meet, may be able to lay hands on my book. And as I said, for every book published this year, we're going to give out up to 1,000 books. And also every process will be used towards Voice of Nations empowerment programs. We also work with people online. If you need my coaching, any of my support to coach you to become best-selling authors, to coach you to be your best version of yourself, to coach you to unlock your greatness, to coach you to thrive in optimal health and well-being, to coach you to be an amazing power mom and power wife, to coach you to thrive in your family, in your relationship, then here is your go-to number one expert and leading authority. You want to send me a message, you want to talk to me, I'm more than happy to give you a free 30 minutes consultation so we may unlock your greatest desires, what you want me to support you in, and let's thrive together. Your success is my success. Whenever I encounter you and empower you to transform your life, to become the best version of yourself, believe me, I'm truly incredibly fulfilled. You think I've done you a favor? You've done me a favor by allowing me to serve you, to give you my gifts and blessings, to enrich you with my gifts and blessings, and I'm more enriched. There is more blessing to give than to receive. And I love to share my gifts with the world. I love to share my gifts with you. That's why on this Mother Day, my children and myself have taken the time to bless you. God bless you all. You've been listening to the phenomenal, inspirational, most optimistic human on planet Earth, the wonderful one and only Dr. Sylvia Forchap-Likambi, your transformation friend and doc, a powerful, powerful woman of faith. I believe so much in God. He guides me in my everyday life decisions, and He's blessed me tremendously. And I know to whom much is given, much is expected, which is why I'm doing all the incredible work I'm doing to bless you too, so you too might receive more in abundance and bless others. Thank you. God bless. The wonderful Dr. Sylvia Forchap-Likambi once again. I love you all. Thank you.